Alright, part 2, exactly where we left off. Sorry about that small detail. Yes, of course, we are dealing with the truth, and the truth um, always seems to try to be attacked, and they always seem to censor the truth, but the truth always prevails. So if we have to go to part 3, we will. But look at this, 1955, 55. For some reason, that number keeps popping up as if we're led to be noticing that number. And if it starts at 52, like, okay, it's 55, 52, minute 55 and second 52, then obviously you're going to be thinking just the pure fives. So conditioning, snap the fuck out of it. Okay, start thinking rationally, not logically, but rationally. Okay,
watch, check whatever you're using to save the file to send it to me, because I really could do with the absolute clearest copy of this that you've got. It would be so greatly appreciated.
You can open your eyes.
So yeah, dude, if you're watching this, please, I would greatly appreciate a much better copy of this, because this is the actual evidence, I think, that can prove that the Mandela effect is actually very real. Here we go, here. Bang, they just fade out of existence. 2 cars, same time.
Did y'all notice?
This is just not fucking possible.
It is fucking impossible.
An
That's
absolute
why it's
joke.
Fucking fake. Watch.
It's
Watch
just
again.
fucking amazing to actually see it. It's sort of going along. And I do think he's right about it is 720 footage.
And honestly, there's nothing to see in the actual video. It's just the time right here, right next to me, that
he jumps in the other lane.
Dictates.
And they are definitely 2 different types and makes of vehicles. Yes, they are both silver. But just as you see this big sign or truck that's on the side of the road, they start to vanish. That's a sign. So here we go. They're just starting to, just as if they're fading out of fucking existence. That is not a teleporter, because if that's a teleporter, I'll tell you now, it's a fucking good one. Yeah, so Christo, whatever your name is, dude, I know you didn't want to give out your username, but, dude, if you have a much better copy of this video, please send it to me. This would be so greatly appreciated. I think you have the best evidence that proves that the Mandela... See, now, if it was 1 car teleporting, yeah, I'd say, yeah. Okay, it might be something different to the Mandela effect, but I believe this is a Mandela effect. It's not a singularity, because the singularity that wouldn't happen while they're moving.
God bless you. But
the only thing I can think of is that those 2 cars at a given moment were totally wiped from existence.
And this is weird.
The second car, there is a slower thing. It could be a singularity that's causing it. Yeah, well, there are supposed to be black holes near Earth, so yeah. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm actually not going to use that because I did have it in a loop. I don't think the loop's working, so what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just replaying over the section that I want, and replaying the loop could be causing the glitch that caused the problem in the first place. So, as I said, this is the best I can do. This is an enlarged section of the footage.
So what he was doing, a detail that I kind of missed earlier on the other video, is the fact that he's using a loop program, and he's slowing it down. So obviously that's gonna fuck with the video, They're like these applications, these what's the word? These macro settings, which is an old ass term. I think you should be using, because this is macro media. The looping and the slowing it down, they both affect the video and give you a different quality. Okay, so if we run the video straight, we can see if the anomaly is still there or if it just glitches for whatever
no,
reason.
this is the full footage, sorry. This is the full footage. I'll do the enlarged section in a moment so that you all can see it. And yeah, so they may be a bit scratchy with what I'm saying, but it's just the way it goes. There they go. They just disappear. Just totally fucking vanish from existence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video for a sec and I'm going to zoom in on that area. So I'm hoping the zoom doesn't cause that glitching problem again that I had in the earlier part of the video. But yeah, here we go now. You can actually see the cars go across. And yeah, I can't decipher the other words. I got two translating programs, and I'm getting different wording for both parts of the letter. So just as they come up, that first one, just almost as if that first one gets to the area of the sign, the disappearance starts to happen, and yeah, so it's sort of about now it will start to happen, and they just vanish. And they're gone.
Honestly,
just bang. And yes, this is the slowed down mode version of it. And so yeah, I'll do a fast version of it.
Finally.
So here we go. This is a fast version. What's the speed that this happens at?
So far, so good. Oh, you see that?
And again, for those that don't believe it,
you guys see that?
It's a very quick thing you watch. I'll go up to the time of the accident.
1, 3.
And they're just gone.
6.
Then the car comes up. I think he was either chasing up to see where the cars went or whatever, and then he hasn't seen it, or they've appeared behind him. Once again, zoomed in at normal speed.
There's another anomaly right here. Watch. Watch as the camera just kind of like... Did you guys see that? On exactly 56,
instantaneously disappearance. It's fucking amazing. It really is. This is dead set fucking amazing. This is the best fucking footage I've ever seen. I believe this is a Mandela effect happening in real time. Just gone out of existence.
See what I'm saying?
So here we go again. Now I'm back to the slow down speed, and you watch it. Because I truly believe this is the best evidence of a Mandela effect happening.
You believe
I'm wondering whether these two key cars disappear from in front of him, maybe appear behind him, and it distracts him, and that causes the accident. But I believe this has something to do with the accident. But I believe what we are truly witnessing, everybody, is a Mandela effect happening in real time.
Okay.
Yes, I know it's 2014, all the guys.
Quick pause, because there's a lot of people out there that have a misconception of what the Mandela effect is, and obviously there's several terms coined for it, but mainly it's you know, a displacement of a time anomaly. That's as best as I could describe it, you know, with my own personal significance of the word. Okay, so let's look it up, because honestly, I'm all for knowledge, and if you don't know what this word means, then you look it up, right? The Mandela effect is what the internet is calling those curious instances in blah blah blah. Urban Dictionary. What is Tectari? Proof of time travel, false memories, or a parallel universe. Here we go. False memory. Wikipedia. Yeah, if it's by definition false memory, then yeah, it definitely is the Mandela effect. But see, this is how they clearly trick us into believing the extraordinary mystics of, you know, false memories is the psychological phenomenon where a person recalls something that did not happen. Okay. True. False memory is often considered regarding childhood sexual abuse. I'm not even going to touch that subject, honestly. This phenomenon was initially investigated by psychological or discussed, expressed, whatever. Recognize false memory as a prevalent part of one's life in which affects a person's mentality and day-to-day life. Interesting. False memory syndrome differs from false memory in that the syndrome is heavily influential in the orientation of a person's life, which, while false memory can occur with this, can occur without this significant effect. The syndrome takes effect because the person believes the influential memory to be true. So, yeah, by definition, he's being real. That is the Mandela effect, but it's fabricated. Okay. However, its research is controversial, and the syndrome is excluded from identification as a mental disorder, and therefore is also excluded from the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. False memory is an important part of psychological research because of the ties it has to a large number of mental disorders such as PTSD. Sir, were you a Army veteran? I'm just curious, because that's usually where you hear about PTSD. Manipulation of memory recall through language, reliability of memory recall, therapy-induced memory recovery in children, commonly held false memories. See also references, further reading. Okay, so I have no beef. I have no beef with this guy, nor, the people creating or fabricating this Mandela effect, but it's distracting nonetheless. So, bottom line is, don't worship these false images, because you can clearly see that it's not real. It's done deal. So, as always, take care. Keep your eyes open, and make sure you carry on your own statistics, because small slip ups like these, you get these engraved in your hard drive right here, and that software runs. It basically takes you back to square one, and you don't want to be taken back to square one once you figured out so much, and it gets all put back into question, and then you have to go through the process again, and then Mandela effect, that shit's gotta stop, yo. Mandela effect is nothing but a false memory, okay? I know in Urban Dictionary, the mysticism and all that is just, it's grown to such a hype, but it's just another form of mind control. Simply put it down.